Okay, so when we put P type of semiconductor together with N type semiconductor, so what will happen? We know that for P type, P means that it is positive charge, right? For P type, the major charge carrier will be Hall. So you can see there are many empty space here in P type semiconductor. And N type semiconductor, you have extra electron here, because the major charge carrier in N type semiconductor is electron. So when you put all these together, P and N together, in fact, we actually don't really put it together. We at the beginning of the making of P and N, it is the whole semiconductor. We just drop we drop trivalent here, and then we drop pentavalent here, and then you will get a P and N type fused together kind of PN junction or PN diode. Okay, so what happens when you have extra hole very close with extra electron? Of course, electron will drift across the border, right? It will go, and you see that there are empty space. So electron will go over and sit on the empty space. So once electron come over, drift over, then this one will leave what you call empty space here, right? Because electron already drift across the junction, and then it go over. So all here will be filled with electron, while here will leave all empty space. Okay, so what's happening here is that when you have empty space, we call it positive, right? When you have negative electron here, we call it negative charge. So you have small layer of junction here. We call it junction, PN junction, or we call this layer depletion layer. It can be 1 layer, 2 layer, or 3 layer, but normally very thin. Okay, why is it very thin? Because when electron drift across, the electron here, it will move inside. And just like when you go to MRT, you see that normally the place that near the entrance always crowded. In fact, inside is very empty, right? Unless you have something extra to push the person go in, then only they will go inside and fill in the blank. So this happen in semiconductor, that the electron will not further fill in the place here. They won't do that, just like human. Okay, they will just, for convenience, they just fill in the place here. And then you have a small layer here, we call it a depletion layer. Okay, so depletion layer has a small voltage, we call it junction voltage. So this is what we call diode. So how to draw diode? This is the symbol of diode. So the longer part and the sharp part, this one is negative, this one is positive. It's just like this is P and this is N. Okay, so when you have P and N, your diode actually look like this. Okay, this is P and this is N. If I'm going to draw N and P, so N and P, how to draw the symbol of N and P? P will be longer, N will be shorter. So this is how the symbol of diode look like. So how to connect diode? Positive must be connected to positive terminal of battery. Let's say I'm going to connect this to battery. Positive must be connected to positive, longer, and negative must be connected to negative. That is the proper way of connection. And just like this, you see this is P, right? Longer, right? So I'm going to connect to positive terminal of battery, and this is negative terminal of battery. That is the proper way of connection of diode. That this condition, we call it forward bias. Okay, when you are in forward bias, electron will continuously flow, because when you connect in this condition, the depletion layer will become narrower, that it allow electron to go through. If you connect it wrongly, what will happen? Look at this one. Okay, so if I purposely connect it wrongly, you see positive, I connect it to negative terminal of battery, and then positive, negative. Okay, so negative, I could purposely connect it to positive terminal of battery, then it will actually widen the depletion layer in the junction depletion layer. Then that means junction voltage will increase, that it will stop the flowing of electron, which means there's no electric current. Okay, so this is the wrong way of connection. Okay, so positive, I connect it to negative, negative, I connect it to positive. So this is the wrong way of connection. Okay, so in exam, make sure that you connect it correctly, that positive connect it to positive, Positive connect it to positive. You see, P must be connected to positive terminal of battery, N must be connected to negative terminal of battery. That is the proper way of connection. So this condition, we call it forward bias. This condition, we call it reverse bias. We call it reverse bias. Okay, so reverse bias, there is no electric current flowing through. If you have a light bulb here, the light bulb will not light up. If you have a light bulb in forward bias, then it will light up. Okay, so this is the way of connection of diode.